Hello children, I hope you all are fine and trying to complete your assignment on time. Students, wherever you are, remember this. You are very precious. You are loved. You have the talent and you have the good character. Therefore, have courage, be kind, stay humble, have faith, focus on your study and do your best. So, children, today we are going to continue our ninth chapter, that is motion and types of motion. Children, in last class we had completed related to this chapter introduction part of motion, moving objects, types of motion, and in that type of motion, two type of motions we had completed. First one, linear motion, and in linear motion we had done our assignment as well as we had completed uniform linear motion and non-uniform linear motion. So children, today the other part of motion, that is non-linear motion, we are going to continue. In our non-linear motion, there are four types of motions are there. First one, oscillatory motion. Second one, circular motion. Third one, periodic motion. Fourth one, random motion. And related to this, we are going to see motion and its speed. So children, here whatever we had completed, we will continue our next motion, that is non-linear motion. Here the motion of an object that doesn't have move in a straight line is called non-linear motion. So children, here the motion of an object that doesn't move in straight line. In linear motion, what we had seen? Linear motion always goes in straight line, but non-linear motion doesn't move in a straight line. It's called non-linear motion. So children, here we are going to complete, that is non-linear motion. Here, what kind of movement does a swing in a park show? And after that, in non-linear motion, already we had discussed the types of non-linear motion. Now here, first one, as we had discussed, oscillatory motion is the first one. Then what do you mean by oscillatory motion? So children, the swing always comes back from one end to the other end. It takes about the same time for each swing or oscillation. This movement of a swing is called oscillatory motion. Similarly, the movement of the pendulum of a clock, the wings of a bird, the needle of a sewing machine, and the vibrating diaphragm of a tabla or drum are also example of oscillatory motion. Now, this oscillatory motion we will learn in detail. In a swing example only we will take. You must have played on swing. Swing move from one extreme position to another and back again. It takes the same time for every complete swing. So children, one complete swing is called an oscillatory motion. I hope you all are getting the point. Such a back and forth, a repeated motion is called oscillatory motion. Therefore, the movement of the birds also and that bird's wing is an example of oscillatory motion because it continuously, when birds are flying, the wings of birds is also giving the same position, flying position, and therefore the bird's wing is also an example of oscillatory motion. Now next example related to oscillatory motion is when a sitar string is plucked, what kind of motion does it get? Yes, it is also oscillatory motion. The next one, motion of the seesaw, which one we are seeing in our garden. And you all are also playing in the seesaw. That time also it's the example of oscillatory motion. Next example, simple pendulum. It's also in one extreme position to another extreme position it goes, and in the certain time it's return in the same position. That's why the example of simple pendulum is oscillatory motion. So children, now related to our oscillatory motion, definition is the motion of a body that is oscillating, swing back and forth is called oscillatory motion. Here we had completed oscillatory motion. Now our next motion is circular motion. So children, related to our circular motion, we will see example. The hands of a clock move in a circular manner. Similarly, a fan, a giant wheel and a merry-go-round complete each round along a circular route, as you are seeing from the picture. In our day-to-day life, we come across many examples of objects that trace a circular path. Then which other example of circular motion can you give? There are so many examples you all are having, I know. So, children, related to circular motion, when object is moving in circle, it's undergoing in circular motion. More accurately, it defined as the motion of an object along a circular path is called a circular motion. It's very much clearly it is given, the motion of an object along a circular path is called circular motion. So, related to this circular motion, so many examples are there in our day-to-day life. First one, suppose a satellite. We all are knows that a satellite orbiting at a certain height is also undergoing circular motion. Other example, that is, can you think of, that is, take a small object and tie it with one end of the rope. Take the other end of the rope in your hand. What you have taken? One stone, maybe one stone take, otherwise anything, any small object you can take, and with the help of one rope, that object tie in one end of that rope and other end of that rope hold it in your hand. After that, roll it around in a circle. What you will observe? You see that the object is perform circular motion. What you are going to notice? That the distance of the stone from your hand always is the same. Now in the same way, already we know that the moving fan, it is also undergoing circular motion. In the same way, our watch, everything that is in circular route is called circular motion. So children, here in our non-linear motion, we had completed oscillatory motion as well as we had completed circular motion. Now our third motion is periodic motion. We see from this example of oscillatory motion and circular motion that some objects complete one round or one oscillation in a fixed period of time. For example, the minute hand of a clock. Already we had given the example of clock in circular motion. Now here in periodic motion, including oscillatory motion and circular motion, our periodic motion is there. Therefore, we are taking the example of watch. The minute hand of a clock completes one round in exactly 60 minutes every time. So children, while a merry-go-round also completes every round in the same period of time. Such type of motion is called periodic motion. So here we will see the definition of periodic motion. The motion of an object which passes through a certain point again and again after a fixed period is called periodic motion. I hope from oscillatory motion as well as from circular motion it is clear, and now it is very much clear from periodic motion. The motion of an object which passes through a certain point again and again after a fixed period is called periodic motion. So children, here we all had seen the periodic motion also. Now our next example is random motion. Children, here in random motion, as from the name only we can come to know. While chasing a butterfly in a garden, do you know that that butterfly run along a definite path in the same direction all the time? Not really. A butterfly constantly flits from one flower to another. There is no definite direction to its motion. It will fly from one flower to another flower whenever it wants, and in any direction it can fly. Therefore, such motion is called random motion. Now, random motion, it will more clear with the help of this definition also. Now, more example we will see in that random motion. The motion of the players in a game of football is also of this type. So children, from the example of football also, it is very much clear to you. That is random motion. The motion of a crawling body or crawling baby or a wandering animal is also random motion. So children, a random motion we had seen so many examples. That is, first example, butterfly example. Butterfly move from one flower to another flower, but in any direction. The direction of butterfly is not fixed. Second example, the motion of the player in a game of football. They are also playing and they are also kick the football from one place to another, and that player's place is also not fixed. They are also moving from one place to another, or any direction or any time. Time is also not fixed. They are moving from one place to another to kick the football. Next example, third one, we had seen the motion of a crawling baby or a wandering animals is also random motion. So here so many examples we had seen through which we can it will be clear to you the random motion. So children, the definition of random motion is the motion that changes its direction and speed continually is called random motion. I hope all the four types of motion related to our non-linear motion, it is very much clear to you. Now, one question is there. What is the Difference between linear motion and random motion. Linear motion, motion which one moves in a straight line is called linear motion. Random motion, the motion which changes its direction and speed continuously is called random motion. In linear motion, you can give the example of motion of a train, and in random motion you can give many examples, that is motion of a bird and motion of a football player, all. Now we will see, suppose which type of motion are seen in birds flying in the sky. What will be your answer, children? Of course, the birds example where we had seen in which motion? The birds flying in the sky exhibit random motion. The wings of the bird show oscillatory motion. Which example we had seen in our oscillatory example. So children, here we had completed all the types of motion. Now we are going to see about the speed. About the speed. A bus covers the distance of about 200 km from Solapur to Pune in 5 hours. How much distance does the bus cover in 1 hour? So children, it is very much clear. While solving this example, we take the ratio of the distance traversed and the time required to traverse that distance. So from this ratio, we come to know the distance traversed by the bus in 1 unit of time. That unit of time, what is given? The distance traversed by an object in unit time is called the speed of the object. In your textbook, it is given speed equal to distance traversed divided by time required for traversing the distance. So children, here unit of speed you may mention, or if it is given the distance in kilometer, your answer will be, unit of speed will be kilometer per hour. Suppose the distance is given in meter and second, then your unit of speed will be meter per second. So children, your speed, I will explain this one with other example. If order to know the speed of an object, there are two things we need. First one, the distance travelled by the object. Listen carefully. If we want to know the speed, then what we require? Two things we require. The distance travelled by the object is in motion. First. Now second one, the time is taken to complete its distance. So children, in order to know the speed of an object, there are two things we need. The distance travelled by the object is in motion. Second, the time is taken to complete its distance. Consider, now example, consider a car moving in a road. First of all, can you tell which type of motion is going, since it moving in a straight line? Then what will be your answer? Of course, it's running in straight line. Therefore, your answer is linear motion. Suppose the time is taking the car to complete that straight road 30 seconds to go other side, or that car is completing that straight line, straight road in 30 seconds. Now consider another car similar to the first car. It also moving in a same straight path. To cover same distance, it takes 40 seconds. Listen time properly children. First car covers the straight line within 30 seconds. Second car, it also completing the same straight path but in 40 seconds. The first car takes to cover the path 30 seconds. while the second car covers the same path in 40 seconds. Which one is moving in greater speed? Of course, you know the answer. Your answer is, we can say the first car takes short time while second car takes same distance in long time. So children, very simple way, total distance covered divided by time taken. Speed equal to total distance covered divided by time taken by the car. I hope now you all understood the definition of speed. So children, always remember, a moving object may not have only one type of motion. Next one, what we have learned from this lesson. First point, objects in motion are those that change their position continuously. Next one, the various types of motion are linear motion, uniform linear motion, non-uniform linear, oscillatory, circular, periodic and random motion. Next point, the distance traversed by an object in unit time is called its speed. Next point is the time required to traverse a certain distance depend on the speed of the object. So children, today whatever we had studied, I hope you understood. Read lesson thoroughly. If any doubt is there, clear it with the help of subject teacher. Stay blessed, stay safe, healthy and happy. God bless you. Thank you children.